Hey everyone, if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Paul Vojchehoske and welcome to the Real Estate Classroom YouTube channel where my mission is simple and that's to help you pass your real estate exam the first time. Today's video is sponsored by that red subscribe button, so do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, click on the notification bell, and if you are taking pre-licensing classes, please do me a favor and share this channel with those fellow classmates of yours. Okay, so I'm continuing the series on key vocabulary words. Today we're going to do 225 to 232 of 300, all evolving around the different types of mortgages. So the first one I want to talk about is 225, which is an open-ended mortgage. An open-ended mortgage is a type of mortgage that allows the borrower to increase the amount of the mortgage principal whenever they want. All right, so let me give you an example. So let's say you go to the bank and you get a $5 million loan because you're a developer and you're going to develop individual lots. So you're going to be borrowing $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 at a time so you can build houses on each one of these lots here. So what it allows you to do is to take that $200,000 loan, that $300,000 loan, and add it to your $5 million loan. All right, the loan limit is $5 million, but you can add or subtract to it as you want to. That is an open-ended loan or mortgage, and it's very commonly used by developers and builders as well. Package mortgage. Now, a package mortgage looks a lot like a normal mortgage, right? So you go and you borrow money from the bank to buy a house. But this type of loan allows you to include in that loan the cost of purchasing personal property such as furniture and appliances. Package mortgages are very, very common for borrowers who are borrowing money to buy new construction. Blanket mortgage. What's a blanket mortgage? Well, it allows the borrower to buy or finance several different properties under one loan. So you go out and you buy 10 homes and you put them under one loan. And the great thing about a blanket mortgage is it allows you to release individual parcels or individual pieces of property from the loan. Remember, you bought 10 homes, you put them all under one loan. Now, normally what would have to happen is you would have to sell all 10 to pay it off. But what a blanket mortgage does is allow you to parcel off each individual home. So let's say maybe you want to sell 2 of them. You can sell those 2 and then they are removed from that blanket mortgage lien. It does require, a blanket mortgage does require what's called a partial release clause, key real estate term that we've discussed in different videos. All right, so a partial release clause must be included in that mortgage being used as collateral or that deed of trust for a blanket mortgage. 228, adjustable rate mortgages, sometimes referred to as an ARM. Now, depending on the part of the country you're in, they can also be called a variable rate mortgage or a tracker mortgage. It's basically, it's not a 30-year fixed or a 15-year fixed. What happens is over periodically, the interest rate that's indicated in the promissory note changes. Now, it changes based on whatever index this loan is attached to. It can be a treasury index. It could be the CPI. That varies with investor, but it does adjust periodically, and that periodic time frame can be a 1 year, a 3 year, a 5 year, a 7 year. It just depends on the loan product that you're buying. What's a reverse mortgage? Well, a reverse mortgage is, number one, key point you have to know. The test loves to ask this question. It is for homeowners who are 62 years of age or older. That's a key point you have to know. But it allows a homeowner who has a lot of equity in their property that's older, 62 years of age or older, to start slowly taking out equity. So maybe you have your house paid off or a lot of equity. It allows you as the homeowner to get a monthly check to help you pay for expenses. The next one is what we call a shared appreciation mortgage, or commonly referred to as a SAM. This allows the home buyer to purchase a home. Typically, it has a less than a lower interest rate, if you will. But what happens at some point when that property is sold, then the proceeds of that sale is shared with the lender or the investor. Number 231 is what's called an Estoppel Certificate, and this is so confusing for students. An Estoppel Certificate is a document, and it's signed by the party on behalf or for the benefit of another party. The most common way that we see Estoppel certificates. So let's say that I own a strip mall and there are 10 bays and there are 10 tenants. And I want to refinance that strip mall. The lender is going to send an Estoppel certificate to each one of my tenants, and that tenant is going to certify or make a statement that says or informs the lender that, number one, that they are, for example, 2 years into a 5-year lease or 1 year into a 7-year lease, and that, yes, my rent is paid up, and yes, here is the monthly rent, and here's the type of lease that it is, and so on and so forth. It's just a verification instrument for that lender for the refinancing process. That is the most common way that we see an Estoppel certificate used. Last but not least is a satisfaction piece, sometimes referred to as a satisfaction mortgage. Now notice, or one key thing I want you to understand here, a satisfaction piece is only used in mortgage states. In those states where a mortgage is being used as collateral for the loan. We don't use satisfaction pieces in deed of trust states. And if you need to know the difference between the two, at the end of this video, I'll leave a link to a video where you can watch and understand the differences between a deed of trust and a mortgage. All right, so when somebody borrows money and they're using a mortgage and it's paid off, then a satisfaction piece is generated by the mortgagee, who is the lender, and that is proof of payoff and release of lien. That's really what it is. It's a proof of payoff and a release of the lien. That's really what it is. But again, it's used only for mortgages being used as collateral. And I'll leave a link. Now, again, if you don't quite understand the difference between a mortgage being used as collateral and a deed of trust, here is a link to a video that will describe it. If you have not subscribed, click the little circle to my left. Comments and questions down below. Thanks, everybody. See you all in the next video.